Chuck is just a no-nonsense kind of guy when you first meet him. He's business, to the T, but you can also go to him anytime for anything, and his door's always open.
If you need some advice or anything at all, you can talk to him.
He's a very caring man. He cares a great deal for other people.
Has absolutely no ego whatsoever. He's just a super guy.
You won't meet a more honest person to work around, to work with.
He really cares about family and the people that work for him.
He doesn't forget where he came from and the hard work he put in to get where he is today. And he's just a very admirable guy that I think everybody wants to be like and looks up to.
I was born in Norristown, Pennsylvania, which is about 18 miles from Philadelphia. My father was an auto mechanic, and he had his own shop. We moved from Pennsylvania and we came to Miami.
He was 14 years old. He was so little his feet didn't touch the floor. He dressed like a little Yankee boy, and he danced, and that's really all I cared about because I loved to dance, and he was the only boy in the neighborhood that danced.
It took a while, but I kept being in the right place at the right time.
We would sneak out and meet each other. And one night I said to him, I said, "Let's get married." He said, "When?" I said, 2 weeks from tonight.
I said, okay, crazy kids. We're 18 years old.
So we drove to Georgia with a friend, and we got married in Nahunta. Probably it's the only thing in our lives that we would change is how we got married. Not that we did, but how.
Chuck hadn't even finished high school when they got married. And he went to a trade school, he learned a trade, he tried and failed and tried and failed. And then something just clicked, and all of what he had learned, he applied to what he's built here at Energy Air. And it's the true American dream of someone saying, I want to do better for myself. And in doing that, they succeeded. He just wanted to take care of his family, and to do that, of course, he had to work really hard.
With more family coming on board, we had to get bigger. We had more mouths to feed. I don't know, but the economy really took off, and the commercial department grew as well as the residential and multifamily, and more people wanted us to do their work.
They have a reputation of being a well-balanced company. They do a lot of mechanical work, they do residential work, they do light commercial work, and their people are excellent. They're excellent. They do a tremendous job. They're known for their expertise.
We tell customers that we're one of the only companies that do from a 900 square foot apartment to a 1 million square foot office complex.
We really appreciate everything that he does as far as promoting the Carrier brand.
Chuck is very loyal. He really has supported us. He's a good partner. He supports our programs. He supports the marketing Carrier and getting the word out in the field.
He's been part of the CFAD program since its inauguration. He's, again, part of the Dealer Advisory Council, so his input has been very valuable in developing a lot of the marketing programs that we have here in Florida now that have actually been rolled out into national programs from Carrier.
When you look at a business is a reflection of its owner. And when you look at Energy Air, you see employees that are customer-oriented, you see employees that are dependable, hardworking, and that basically comes from my father.
The basic foundation for his company has been really fantastic because he's been able to develop people in-house and keep them and train them, and they've just got a whole level of expertise that you don't find at a lot of other companies.
People love to be educated. People like to learn new things. And we wanted a program where people could come in here and learn new things to help them grow and move forward and not always have to do the same thing over and over again. So education has been a huge part of
our employees' desire to work here.
I've worked a few different places, and this is the only place that I know that the owner and this company has its employees' best interests at heart. And I firmly believe that.
He didn't get into this business to make a lot of money. He got into this business to take care of people. It's just amazing to me the size of the company and the people that he's built, and he's a humble man. You know, the old saying about, you know, sometimes takers eat better, but givers always sleep better. And boy, that probably really describes Chuck to a T.
They've been incredibly generous with all of their time, all of their treasure, all of their financial resources, and Chuck's leadership and his desire to say, we're doing well as a company, and we're doing well as a company because this community has chosen us, and we want to give back in a special way.
Chuck's community involvement, he always recognizes Carrier at these events, and we always support Chuck in these events. And I think it goes well for not only Energy Air and Chuck, but also Carrier as well.
His legacy will be the caring that he has for people and always being there for others.
He put everything he could into his family, into growing this business, and it's the true American success story.